GJK, we live, man, the Lakers look stuck. Too much firepower, but the half court ain't up. Luca run the show, but it still get messy. Reason number 2, yeah, keep it loud, don't test me. Ball moving slow, then it turned to a scramble. We gon' break it down tonight, watch the whole plan unravel. Hey yo, Luca on the keys, can't touch, make them collapse. But if the cutters don't cut, then the whole set snaps. Reason number 2, he the pressure valve facts. Get him downhill early, stop hiding them in the back. Too many my turn, your turn, late clock rescue. Same 2, man, look, defense already blessed. You need motion with purpose, screens with intention. Or it's ISO, brick in a long post game mention. GJK, we live, man, the Lakers look stuck. Too much firepower, but the half court ain't up. Luca run the show, but it still get messy. Reason number 2, yeah, keep it loud, don't test me. Ball moving slow, then it turned to a scramble. We gon' break it down tonight, watch the whole plan unravel. Reaves in that second seat, give him actions, let him cook. Pin down to the handoff, turn the corner, get a look. Let him run them non-Luka minutes, keep the tempo steady. Punish switches, draw help, make the weak side ready. Ayton set the wall, roll hard, rim pressure heavy. If you feed the big early, the defense can't get comfy. Smart, bring the edge, set the tone, hound him full court. Kennard space the floor, make the closeouts feel short. Vandal cut baseline, Rui flash mid, clip stretch. But if nobody move, it's just talent on a sketch. Is it system, is it spacing, is it rows not clear? Too much standing around while the shot clock disappeared. We got Luca, we got Reaves, we got tools for days. So why look like chaos every time they need a play? Is it system, is it spacing, is it rows not clear? Too much standing around while the shot clock disappeared. We got Luca, we got Reaves, we got tools for days. So why look like chaos every time they need a play? GJK, we live, man, the Lakers look stuck. Too much firepower, but the half court ain't up. Luca run the show, but it still get messy. Reason number 2, yeah, keep it loud, don't test me. Tap in, bring this.
All right, LeBron, so the best thing about the NBA, when you lost a couple games in a row, the next game is always right there for you. How did you bring a focus into this one and make sure you ended the winning streak, or the losing streak, I should say?
Our back was against the wall. After losing the way we've been losing lately, obviously we lost those last 2 at home and then go to Phoenix and lost that heartbreaker, so we wanted to try to fix that. We started on the defensive end and then not turning the ball over on the offensive end and have a good rhythm. We had a really good rhythm tonight.
Yeah, you start out 4 for 4 from 3, and it seemed like the rest of the team kind of caught that. You just believe in that? Sometimes when teammates see the thing go down, it can get contagious and there's momentum with the shooting?
Absolutely. That's on both sides. They're like, one guy turning the ball over, it can be contagious. And, sometimes I have high turnover games and then everybody starts turning the ball over. So felt like, by me, making a couple shots on the outside. Obviously, Luca sprinkled in some. Jake sprinkled in some. Marcus hit a couple. AR, we had a pretty good Luke was great game by Luke tonight too. So it was a good win for us.
What do you take out of this, and how do you move forward now? The rare kind of road home back-to-back, as you got to play again tomorrow night at home.
You just said it before we even started about the NBA. You can't really get too high or get too low because there's another game right away, and we got another one tomorrow.
Last one for you. Obviously, you get to spend a lot of time with Bronny tonight. Bring your daughter to work night. How was that for you?
It's amazing. I spent a lot of time away from my kids throughout my career, so any opportunity at home, at road, to be able to spend time with them is always a blessing for me. And she's good luck so far. She want to know.
All right, appreciate it, LeBron.
Appreciate it.
They said the crown was settled, but we came to rewrite. B. Lee with the blueprint of Johnny bringing the fight. LeBron with the vision, no gimmicks, just facts. Go James Kingdom, put the whole game on his back. Built like a fortress from the haters we fed. A Johnny with the flame while B. Lee stay ahead. Dropping Olympic gold in 40-point nights. 2012 done, had the world in fright. Skip the nostalgia, we talking data and war. Got receipts for the lies y'all been praising before. From Cleveland to Miami to the Lake Show Rise. Finals MVPs rain down from the sky. This ain't opinion, this verse has got math. When B. Lee speak numbers and a Johnny bring wrath. We got songs for the truth, hooks for the pain. Every bar built to echo LeBron's reign. Paul's Wayne. Oh, boom. Wait, are you pull?
Peace and blessings, y'all. Peace and blessings. Welcome to the GOAT James Kingdom Show with B. Lee and A. Johnny. You know we do this every Sunday, noon Eastern time, because we do the Lord's work right here on GOAT James Kingdom. Shout out to all the GJK members who are already here supporting us in the building. Again, you know who I am, A. Johnny, the exposer, and obviously the co-host and other co-founder of GOAT James Kingdom, B. Lee, the sports analyst. What's good, Brandon?
What's good, everybody?
All right. Obviously, we got King John in the building. Also, we'll have our normal panelists show up as usual. But, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to another great Sunday afternoon. Y'all make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, check out all the content that's available on GOAT James Kingdom and also on other platforms like Facebook, which we are live on our Facebook group as well. Shout out to those who's watching us there. We're also live on FYF Sports Debate channel. So, shout out to everybody who's watching us there. And again, ladies and gentlemen, it's always great having all the GJK members, supporters come up here, show up, and show out, man, like usual, man. Peace and blessings to all y'all, to Wayne Gant. Obviously, Tay is in the building. Peace and blessings, Tay. New World, GJK Assassins, Juan Boy, always showing up. Thank you guys again for showing up again. It's another great Sunday afternoon. We're going to have a great conversation about the Los Angeles Lakers. Shout out to the bandwagon with the new avatar with Joker. We saw some emotion in Joker the other night that we have never seen before on the basketball court. But again, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we would not only talk the game of basketball, we watch it, and we're here to have some fun. So Brandon, you know, we've had a lot of conversations about the Lakers offense, right? And I've been saying it for weeks now that the Lakers offense just got to get better. They got to get better. Back when we had this conversation last, I believe the Lakers were 14-0 when they had games of 120 points or more. That has
Yeah,
now
they
increased.
was undefeated. I think it was like 110. It wasn't even that. It was like 110. They didn't
No,
lose
it
a
was
game.
120. It was 120. It was 120. It was 120. And then it was 119. They had lost one game, but that was back again. That was several weeks ago. But now they're 21-0 when they score 120 points or more this NBA season. So last night, obviously, they faced the Warriors. They put up 129. They dominated. They looked good. They looked like a team that could compete for a title, or is that just again playing the Golden State Warriors?
I mean, that's what they do. They beat the bad teams and they score a lot versus them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said before, they only score 110. They was undefeated like what, a month and a half ago. But you know they can score 120 versus bad teams like Utah, um, starless teams. They can put up points versus them. But when they actually play teams that actually compete, um, they just don't play well. And it's not just the offense; their defense is, like I've been saying, is atrocious. They literally stand up and watch players drive by. Well, that's Luca does. I don't think he wants to try to play defense. I don't think he wants to exert the energy to play defense. Yeah, we could talk about the offense all we want, but if you look at all the games that they won, that they score 120, I'm about to look to see how many complete or good teams that they beat scored 120 points.
I can show it to you. I had it too. We were talking about it just the other night. I have it here. I'm gonna pull up just the teams for sure. Now the teams. Give me a second here. Now the recent teams that they put up 120 against was Golden State, the Clippers, the Mavericks, the Brooklyn Nets, the Washington Wizards, the Chicago Bulls. Yeah, that's that team that has that city with all the wind and it be cold. The Atlanta Hawks, the Memphis Grizzlies, the Sacramento Kings, the Utah Jazz, the
Mhm.
Toronto Raptors, the Pelicans, the Mavericks, the Clippers, the Jazz. Let's see here. The Hornets, the Blazers, the Heat. That's a tough team to score 120 points on. And
Kind
then
of
you
real
got the,
life.
the Kings and Minnesota. So these are all the games the
Earlier
Lakers have
in the
put up
season,
120 points on points.
earlier in the season,
Mm-hmm.
they was actually playing pretty good before everyone got accustomed to their roster. So the first like
Mm-hmm.
10, 15 games, okay, they was okay because LeBron wasn't playing. No one was taking them that seriously. But once teams got acclimated to their roster, I mean, the best team they beat was the Clippers without Kawhi and Harden. Let me see, they beat the Stephless Warriors. Let me see who else they beat.
Yeah,
Like I
again, it's
beat
Dallas,
Dallas without
Brooklyn.
Cooper Flag, Kyrie, AD. Let me see. Um, Brooklyn, come on now. Washington, come on. Chicago's not a good
Come
team at
on,
the moment.
come on now, Chicago.
From Atlanta, they didn't even have Trey Young. Let me see. Memphis, I don't even think did Ja even play? I don't know.
Ja, who does it matter? Is Ja don't even what is Ja? What's the difference between Ja plays and don't play?
Sacramento,
They beat
Sacramento's not a good
Minnesota
team. Like
early, didn't
you're proving my point. They're not beating any good teams. You're proving my point.
No,
You
I'm
keep
just
talking
saying
about
they
they
scoring
have to score
120
120.
points.
Yes,
Yeah.
versus teams that they should beat.
Okay.
Of course.
So what
Pull
you
up a
want them to
team
do?
that's decent.
So you saying they the best
Play
of
Oh
the
wait,
defense.
class?
wait a
Are they
minute.
the best of the class?
They're pretty good front runners.
Okay, all right. Let's do this. Let's go look at the other games. Let's go look at the games the Lakers did win that they didn't score 120 points in. Let's go
Okay.
look at
Yeah,
those
let's look at
games.
those guys.
Let's go look at those
Let
games
me
the Lakers
see.
won, and let's go
I'm
see.
looking at
Let's go see if it's because of their quote unquote defense.
Golden State without Steph again.
Hold on, wait, no. I want to see this
Um,
defense that you say the Lakers be winning because of their defense. I mean, maybe it's right. Maybe the
who
Lakers beat
said they
teams.
win because of their defense?
You keep complaining
Say
about their
that.
defense. You keep complaining
They're
about their
terrible.
defense.
Their defense is terrible.
Of course, their defense is terrible. They don't have
When
nobody.
did I
You
say their
said
defense was good? They don't have Anthony Davis no more. When did I say their defense was good?
their defense wasn't good with Anthony Davis as well. So their defense was actually worse with Anthony Davis. They actually played better defense without Anthony Davis. Okay, here we go.
Not in real life. Not in real
Yeah, it
life.
is real life. They give up 117 points per game or something like that, and that's better than when they had Anthony Davis. They're 17th or 18th in the NBA in points per game defensively. They were never like that with Anthony Davis. So here we go. Now again, these are games that the Lakers have won. Now I guess you could say they're better defensively in these games. They beat Minnesota 116-115. They beat Memphis
When did
Grizzlies
they beat Minnesota? When? I didn't see
that
that
was in
recently. When they beat
They
Minnesota?
beat Minnesota the first game of the
Early in the
season.
season? The early in the
First
season?
Nah,
Come on now.
no,
I'm talking
again,
about the
but
last
I'm talking.
30 games of the year.
Okay,
You
let's
trying
start
to
with.
go back to
I'm
when teams
just,
are not even
I'm just going back to all
acclimated. They
their
still
wins.
in.
I'm going back
Okay,
to all
go
their
ahead.
wins. I'm going back to all the wins they
Go
had
ahead.
where they didn't
Go
score
back to all that
120.
wins.
Yeah, exactly. Where they didn't score 120. Where they didn't score 120. So we can see how they win in these other games. I guess again, these teams must be better. But again, they beat Golden State 105-99. I guess that's a good defense. 99 points is good. You only gave up 99 points. They beat Dallas 116-110. These are all as recent as possible. This is February 7th, the Golden
Dallas,
State.
with Dallas without nobody. That's a G
Yeah.
League team. Well,
They
yeah,
beat Denver. They beat Denver 115-107 in January 20th. I don't know if Joker was playing in that
without
game or not.
Jokic.
I
Without
don't know if he
Jokic.
was in that
Yeah,
game.
come on.
They beat the
We all know he wasn't.
they beat the Toronto Raptors again 110-93.
Well,
They beat
I give it to Toronto. They're not terrible.
Okay, they beat the Pelicans. They're bad, right? They beat
Okay,
the
yeah.
they beat the Suns. All right, they beat
Without
the
Booker, without
I don't know. I don't know.
right?
This was in
Yeah,
December. I mean, we can go look at the box score and see
yeah.
who played who. Then you got Philadelphia. They beat Philadelphia back in December as well. They only scored 112, 110,
Philly was full.
112, 108. Then it's Utah, Milwaukee, Pelicans. They beat San Antonio 118-116 back in November. And it was the Grizzlies, and it was against
Yeah, early in
the
season.
Minnesota Timberwolves. But let's go look at all their losses.
Without
And see.
Wemby, without Wemby.
I don't know if that was without Wemby.
lost.
I think Wemby played that game, but I don't know. Maybe, but I don't think LeBron played that game. So let's look at.
Wemby did play that game.
He said Wemby did play that game.
Yeah.
He said,
Reeves
but that was back in
and-
October though. We're not
Right.
counting that, Brandon. Remember, you said we can't count nothing from back in
Okay.
October. That was back in October, November. We're not counting anything from 2025. And that's when the Lakers were actually playing good. Because if you go all the way till November 30th, the Lakers had only 4 losses at that time. And that's when they started losing as of December 1st. They lost to the Suns. Right? But let's go back to
That's
that more.
when Reeves
Let's go back.
went out. That's when Reeves went out and it
That's
messed
what
up.
I was going to say. I think that's when
Let's
Reeves
go.
went.
Let's go to their more recent losses. Okay, they recently lost to the Phoenix Suns, which they shouldn't have lost. They lost 110-113. 113 is not
So
bad.
far.
I mean, you got to put up more points
No,
versus
I
that
mean,
team.
come on now. Look who's on that team.
That was a bad loss.
Come on.
That's what I'm saying. You got to put up more than 110. That's what I'm saying. You should be scoring more than 110.
I mean, come
They
on.
only scored 113. It wasn't like they were out here dominating the Lakers. Again, the Lakers got to play better. Offensively, they suck. That was a
They
game where they shot horribly as a team. The Lakers shoot horrible as a
they
team.
they should not have scored 100 points
They lost.
with
They
that team.
lost. They
The,
lost.
the Phoenix Suns didn't even score 90 points like the last 4 games. Like, this is ridiculous. They don't play any defense. Then they lost to the Magic because they don't play any defense. They got blew out by Boston because they don't play any defense.
Well, no, they got blew out by Boston hard. They go, what you want? Again, in these games, they're giving up less than the league average 111, 110, 113. The league average is like 115. So they're giving up. They're giving up less than the league average. They're just not scoring, especially when you score 89 points. Man, this is not 1996. You score 89 points, ain't winning no basketball game.
They need a point guard.
And then they lost to San Antonio 108 to 136. Now there you go, right? That's horrible defense. 136 is like that's just getting your behind
They
kicked.
can't compete versus the Spurs. I'm just throw that out.
Yeah.
They can't compete versus the Spurs.
They play. Then they lost to. Now these are all within the last month. We're still in the month of February. All these games that I'm talking about here, and these are all losses. For the
OKC
Lakers.
without Shea.
Yeah, they lost OKC.
without
They
Shea.
lost 119 to 110. So yeah, okay, 119. You know, I mean, you could play better defense there,
Without
but again,
Shea.
you can
Without
play better.
Shea.
Yeah, you can play.
Remember,
you can play
without
better
Shea,
offense.
without the leading scorer.
Was Reeves in that game? Did Reeves play that game? Reeves wasn't back yet. No.
Who knows?
Then they lost to the Knicks 100 to 112 in the Madison Square Garden. That was on the first. So that's again you're looking at all these games where they be losing, they don't be scoring, and then against the Cavs they got their behind kicked again here 129. You give up 129, that's definitely bad defense. But again,
They had 99 points.
But 99 points is putrid offense. Y'all were the ones who told me that. Y'all
I
were the
said
ones
they need a point guard. I told
y'all the
you.
ones who told me Marcus Smart and Deandre Ayton was going to be a difference maker, an impact. 104, 112 to the Clippers. 116 to 132. Now that's definitely against the Trailblazers. No reason why the Trailblazers and the Hornets put up 130 plus versus you. That's definitely
They don't play any
horrible.
defense.
That's
They
horrible
just don't.
defense. You back to back. It was not back to back night. Well, yeah, it is back to back nights. On the 15th, which was Thursday, they faced the Charlotte Hornets. They gave up 135. Just to go on the road on the 17th on Saturday, give up 132 versus the Blazers. Horrible. But the Lakers don't have no defenders. What do you want them to do? Their best defender is Vando, and they can't keep him on the floor.
Nope, because he can't shoot.
Their best defender on the starting lineup is LeBron.
That makes it even worse.
Yes, that makes it terrible. Makes it terrible.
That is not any words of encouragement.
He should be the worst defender on the team. That's what he wants. He should be. And when you have players worse than him, man.
No, but now,
Even if he was decent, he should be the worst.
He should definitely not be the one you relying on to beat it. They put him at center the other night.
Not at all.
They were like,
they don't have a choice. They don't have a choice. I don't know. Man, that Mark Williams trade that they reneged on, I don't know if they ever recover from that.
Oh my God.
He hasn't been hurt. I mean, they say they didn't want him for some odd reason. They needed him versus the Timberwolves. Definitely. They need a big man versus the Timberwolves in the playoffs last year. Like, I don't know what they're doing, man.
I don't think they wanted to give up their first round pick for him. I think that was the issue.
But they're not gonna do nothing with a first round. They don't even play connect, and he was killing. Like, they say he don't play defense good enough, but who the hell does on that team? At least he could score the ball.
You know what? That's crazy you say that because Lamont says the same thing. He's like he doesn't understand why they don't put Dalton Connect on the floor more. They don't. He's like he can score, he can shoot.
He does.
At least he does. He needs to put him on the floor more. And I told you Jackson Hayes too. I think Jackson Hayes should be on the floor way more.
Just like Jackson Hayes in the playoffs, I thought he was hurt. That's why he didn't play. I thought he was hurt. Like,
No.
okay, they having the worst center who can't even make a layup be Wilt Chamberlain because they don't have no healthy centers. No, he just didn't want to play Hayes.
No, he just didn't want to play Hayes. And Hayes,
Oh, God.
you know they talk about all these the what's it called, the net rating between LeBron James, being on the floor with Luca or being on the floor with Reaves and vice versa, right? And him, Reaves, because supposedly Reaves and Luca on the floor is like a +5 something in net rating, and with
Hmm.
LeBron, it's like a negative. Like, as an example, I'm looking at the Lakers here, right? And when I'm looking at their best like net rated player on the floor, it's Smart and Vanderbilt, right? At a +5. Then you have Luca and Smart at 4.9, right? And then when you really want to get there, you get Luca and Hayes at 4.9. But then if you get Smart and Hachimura together in a combination, they're a +9.2. Smart and Hayes is a 2.8. Chimura and Hayes is a 4.1. Vanderbilt and Chimura is a +14.5. But LeBron and Luca is a negative 3.3. LeBron and Ayton is a negative 3.4.
Who?
LeBron and Hayes is equal. They actually have the same rating. It's actually 0. We can go even further to go see who has more. Look, James and Vanderbilt is 7.9. So LeBron plays better with Vanderbilt than he plays with Luca. So should they take Luca and Reaves off the floor so they can play LeBron and Vanderbilt more?
Did you say was LeBron
I,
and Reeves without Luca?
Let me go see what LeBron and Reaves is. I gotta find it because right now I'm going by
it is
the
still a
most
negative.
minutes. I'm going by the most minutes played together and telling you who has the highest as we go down. 11.9 Reaves and Smart, but these are only playing 24 games and 411 minutes together in 24 games. These are not all the games. You know what I'm saying? Because Reaves didn't play that much, and most of the games that Reaves played was when the Lakers were actually playing better. Let me see if I can find LeBron. You said LeBron James and Reaves, right?
Yeah, without Luca.
Okay. Oh, LeBron James and Reaves without Luca is a negative 1.5. That's what they were saying. That LeBron James with Luca and or with Dončić is a negative net rating, but when they're together, when Luca and Reaves are together, they have a positive net rating. But that's majority of the time of them playing early on in the season.
Mhm. That's the first part of the season.
Exactly. You don't have that with LeBron, right? You have because LeBron wasn't there with Reaves and that. But again, we're looking at these numbers. If these numbers are supposed to mean something, so that means putting Austin Reaves and Marcus Smart on the floor is a better combination than Luca and Reaves because Luca and Reaves is 6.6 and Reaves and Smart is an 11.9. That's why these numbers are stupid to me. These things don't really make no sense, especially when you're only doing it on a two-man lineup, because you're still not factoring in all the other players who are they playing on the floor with at the same time. So if you did that, if you wanted to go to the best lineup that the Lakers had, their best plus minus would be Marcus Smart, Deandre Ayton, Luca Dončić, Austin Reaves, and Hachimura. But that's in 11 games. That's a lineup that they've only played in 11 games in only 81 minutes.
That was probably early on too.
More than likely early on as well.
First 5 games, baby.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with this Lakers team because
The bad roster.
LeBron, he's not being himself. You could tell that he's letting Luca and Reeves take control of mostly everything, and he's not being efficient taking his role.
Well, check this out. When you have Luca, Hachimura, Hayes, Ravia, and Reeves, they're a negative 32 in net rating. When you have LeBron James, Smart, Hachimura, Hayes, and LaRavia on the floor, they're a +7.2.
I mean, if you take Reeves and Luca off the court with LeBron and anybody on the team, they're gonna perform better because LeBron is gonna be himself.
Nope.
If you
Because
put if
then
you
you got a point guard.
yeah, if
Then
you
you got a
put
point guard.
Yeah.
if you put LeBron, Smart, Vanderbilt, Ayton, and Hachimura on the floor, they're a +21.7.
Like I said at the beginning of the season, LeBron has to play point guard for them to win anything,
Told
and
y'all
for
Luca.
them to even remotely play decent in the playoffs with that roster, LeBron has to be the third player.
Luca is in the point guard. I told y'all that. Not a point.
So the best lineup for the Lakers with the most games played, which is still weird, it's only 11 games, is basically Smart, Ayton, Luca, Dončić, Hachimura, and Reaves. That's 11 games. They were a plus 16. Then the next best one is, well, shoot. I mean, I guess see that's what I'm saying. That's why I find this weird because there's another one here where they're a plus 40. But this is only 24 minutes. That's what I'm saying. Like these numbers don't really represent what's going on the basketball
It don't
court.
represent because you don't just got enough that you can't put a lineup in and play 60 minutes and think you're
I
gonna
think you're
win
gonna get
games.
some.
Like
The lineup that has
that's
the
60
most
minutes over 30 games.
the lineup that has the most minutes logged as a 5-man lineup on NBA.com is LeBron James, Marcus Smart, DeAndre Ayton, Luca Dončić, and LaRavia, and they are a negative 5.5. I don't know. I mean, again, I don't know what these numbers mean in a sense. And again, this is all per 100 possessions within these times they played too. On top of it, still divided by possessions. Silly analytics that really mean nothing.
It means something if they played a lot of minutes together. But those
They've had a lot of
few
injuries.
minutes every game doesn't really mean nothing.
Nah, I don't know. As of right now, if we go to points per game, the Lakers are 14th in the league at 115.7 points per game. Right now, they are still one of the worst 3-point shooting teams in the league. Oh, they actually got better. They're 17th now in 3-point shooting.
Because of last night, everybody
Yeah,
was hitting everything because they're front
everything.
runners.
They were hitting everything. So, and then if we go to the Lakers defense, remember they had let's see, in points per game on defense, the Lakers are now 17th, which is about middle of the pack. You know, some I guess we were gonna say below average, but it's about average. The league average is 115. And they give up 115.6 points per game. That's what the Lakers give up per game. And if we go to their 3-point defense, obviously, we know they have one of the worst in the league. They've actually got better there as well. They're now 21st in the league. They used to be they were like 29th.
I mean, the thing with the Lakers is that when you need a bucket, you know how to get it versus the Lakers. You're going to isolate Luca and Reaves, and you're going to get an easy basket. Throughout the game, they may not, press hard on that because they know when they could get it when it matters. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not how they're playing throughout the game. It's those last few minutes where we know the Lakers is not going to get a stop. The only way they'll get a stop if someone misses a wide open shot. And then they're going to get the offensive rebound and put it in
Yeah.
on multiple
So
offensive rebounds.
So the best the best defensive teams in the league obviously is OKC, Detroit, San Antonio, Boston, New York. Top 5
Yeah,
defenses in basketball.
they allow
Those
OKC
and
to
those are
play.
basically the top 5 best teams in the league as well. Hold on, wait. Am I looking at the right thing? Hold on, wait. I'm not looking at the right. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong thing. Let me go back. Here we go. Now I got it. No, it's Boston is number 1, OKC, Houston, Detroit, and Phoenix. So Phoenix is the top 5 defense in basketball. I was looking at something else. Okay, so they are the top 5 defenses in basketball. And then if we look at, I guess the top teams in scoring in the league, it's Denver, Miami, OKC, Cleveland, and Minnesota. It's very interesting. The team with the best plus minus in the league by far is OKC Thunder. And the Utah Jazz is a top 10 offense in basketball, and they're supposed to be tanking.
I mean, what you mean they supposed to be there?
That's what they got fined for it.
I don't think they. I mean,
No, take the
if they try, they still gonna lose.
wait a minute. Take the supposed to be off. Just say they tanking.
They're just not good, no matter what. They're just gonna shoot and not play defense. You could definitely score 120 points and give up 150 easily.
So how much better does the Lakers defense have to be than Brandon for them to be true title contenders from where they're at right now in your view, in your estimation?
They're not gonna be. They're not title contenders. There's nothing that they could do on that team.
To be title
There's
contenders,
nothing you can do on the team. There's nothing you can do. Nothing. What do you think they could do? I'm curious. What do you think they could do?
I think they just have to get better offensively. They have to find their rhythm with Luca, Dončić, Austin Reaves, and LeBron when they're on the floor together to close out games. Because again, you're gonna have to have those three on the floor when you're closing out games. You have to find your closeout lineup. You have to find the group of guys that you're gonna bring in for the last 6 minutes to 5 minutes of a ball game that you feel.
I mean, they're in the clutch. They're like what 20-1 or something like that. They're amazing in the clutch.
Yeah, that's in clutch games. Yeah, I agree. So that's what I'm saying. What lineup is that they're using? How can they make sure they have that lineup ready for the playoffs, right? Because that 21 could be against bum teams, right? I mean, Brandon, right?
That's what it is. That's the problem. That's what it is.
Yeah,
So
that could be just like the
They're
21 and 0.
good teams.
So
they're
no, but
down
again,
to good teams.
but no,
So you want the
I think
offense
no, I no, because I don't see how the Lakers can get better defensively.
They can't.
I can see how they can get better Exactly. I can see how they can get better offensively. They have first of all they have to keep shooting, keep getting better at shooting. They got to keep making their shots.
They can't get better defensively if they don't play Luca and Reaves.
But you can't do that because you can't score.
I know you can't. You're not going to win.
So and another example is that I don't understand why he doesn't put in a defensive lineup when you want to stop. I think the other day he needed to stop and he still had Reaves and what's called on the floor. And I'm like, why don't you? Why is Vanderbilt not on the floor? This is what you have to do.
It's kind of hard to take out your two leading scorers in basketball sense.
For defense? For one possession on defense?
By them. And that's how it's been going. You imagine how many games you could have just taken those two out to play defense, and they would have probably won at least 4 or 5 more games. But
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
that's not how you do things.
My thing is that if you know you have a timeout, right, Brandon, and you know you need a defensive stop, and you have an opportunity to bring in somebody because this is on a dead ball inbounds play, right? This is an out of bounds play, so you know you have a timeout in your possession. Why not let Vanderbilt go on the floor? This is what you have Vanderbilt for these moments. Put Vanderbilt on the floor. Put Hachimura on the floor.
They don't want to have those conversations with the media. They don't want to have the conversation with the media about that.
Put Jackson Hayes on the floor. And Marcus Smart.
Luca cannot play. Luca cannot play in clutch time because of his defense. That narrative is going to go wild if that keeps happening. Reaves cannot play in clutch time because of defense. That narrative is going to go crazy.
What narrative? We winning.
Yeah.
We winning.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
LA, narratives matter.
Man. So you telling
that's
me
what's going to happen?
You need
JJ
to stop.
don't have that conversation.
You need to stop, right? Okay, as in a perfect example, that stop that you needed versus the Phoenix Suns that led to that 3-pointer by O'Neal. You had Reaves.
It's the truth. It's the truth. Yes.
He says it's not narrative. It's the truth.
It's the truth.
But that's what I'm saying. We all know that in that moment, it should be Marcus Smart on the floor. It should be Hachimura on the floor. It should be Vanderbilt on the floor. It should be LeBron James on the floor, and it should be Jackson Hayes on the floor. Right?
Yeah. We know this.
But that's what
we know this. We know this.
That's one possession. That's one possession.
Take most of the blame for it. Guess who's going to take most of the blame for it?
The GOAT? Better not be the GOAT. Don't get me, because that's when the exposure come out. Because that's when I get mad and angry. Why are you blaming the GOAT? The GOAT did his job. He protected the rim. That was his job. You got to ask yourself. You got to ask yourself, why was Jake LaRavia out here trying to protect the rim? What was Jake LaRavia doing? Why are you out here trying to protect the rim? That's LeBron's job. Now you one man short in rotation because you out here on the floor because LeBron James went to block a shot and you was in his way.
Yeah, it's the narrative.
Look, they don't know. That's a bad defensive lineup. That's why you guys don't know basketball. That you need to stop. You're up. You're winning. You're up by 2 on top. So that means they need to hit a 3 for them to take the lead.
Lineup they got. If you believe that's a bad defensive lineup, that's the only defensive lineup they have.
Only one you can switch it with is with Ayton. Unless you don't want to have Ayton on the floor. Because the problem is you can have Jackson Hayes on the floor. Jackson Hayes will switch. Jackson Hayes can go out there and guard somebody 20 feet. So you can still have LeBron as your rim protector.
Offensive rebounds. They get 1 million offensive rebounds with Ayton on the floor. Take his ass out there.
Ayton
He
don't
ain't,
want to
he
be
ain't helping
depressed.
apparently.
He
I
don't
don't
want
care
to
how
be
many
But
threes
I'm
they
depressed.
just,
shoot.
but I'm just
He don't
saying,
want
just
to
to
be
say you have
depressed.
just for the case of having a rim protector. But the thing is that LeBron can still be your rim protector, which he did a good job on that play, which what led. But again, the problem is you like Brandon said, you're gonna isolate Luca one on one. Grayson Allen's gonna break him down. He's gonna get to the paint. He's gonna collapse your defense, and they're gonna rotate the ball to an open 3-man. And that's exactly what happened because you don't have your best defenders on the floor. I mean, unless I'm just thinking like a 2K player, I don't know. Maybe you don't do that because you never played Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt doesn't get no minutes. But in my mind, when it's time for a defense, when the team's on a run, you need to stop a team from getting a run. You put your defensive lineup out there. That's what you do.
No, you're right.
That's
Exactly
how
right.
you do it unless you have the superstars on the floor.
Yeah. Unless you want to really stop it by saying, okay, we're just gonna run and we're gonna start scoring. So you put your best offensive guys on the floor. So now you put the pressure on them to start playing defense, right? Make them take some of their offensive players off the floor because now their offensive players are liabilities on defense, and you're going hot. That's what I'm saying. The Lakers don't take advantage of having the elite offense that they're supposed to have and forcing teams to not have Grayson Allen, all these bums out here guarding people, playing good defense.
Well, when it comes, that
When
have a point
when
guard.
when Grayson Allen gets the ball at the top of the key and your defender has nothing, they could do nothing about it. That player don't need to be on the floor. The whole gym knows that there's nothing Luca could do to keep Grayson Allen from doing anything he wants.
We talking about Grayson Allen.
Yes.
He went ham, man. He went ham on the Lakers, just like Pritchard went
I
ham
know,
on the Lakers.
but he's feeling himself at the end of the game. Like I'm him. I'm
He
him.
should.
That's
They
right. Right.
should. Yeah, hey, you remember how Rex Chapman did Jordan? I'm him.
Yeah.
I'm hot. Today's my game. I got it tonight. Everything's on point tonight. You're gonna have to do something. And this is where some players used to get mad because players used to be like, "Why are you giving me the player when he's hot? You made him hot. You keep sticking him. Now you
Yeah.
want me to guard him after you done warmed him up and got him all
This is like Jordan did Pippen with Kobe. Hey, you guard his ass.
after you done
I'm
got
like,
all
oh,
hot
no,
and warmed up."
like you the one who let him score 10 straight. Now I gotta guard him. He feeling himself.
Oh, that don't make no sense. And like I said, because you had a timeout after that play, so you literally could have put in a defensive lineup to make a stop, get a defensive board, have a timeout, so that because you know they're gonna foul you. But maybe that's why he was afraid they were gonna send somebody. But you're up two. So even if they send one of these bad free throw shooters to the line, you gotta hope one of them can hit one free throw and go right back to the
I
same thing.
dare-
Our defensive lineup.
Luca, Reeves, and Bron cannot be in at the same time when you need one stop. Because LeBron's going to do the same damn thing all the time, trying to overhelp because he know they're about to get beat, and then his man is the one who hits a wide open shot.
But that was bad rotation in general because Marcus Smart should have been there. Marcus Smart was supposed to rotate. The ball's on the weak side. Rotate. I mean, no, you was on the weak side. The ball's on the strong side. It's not going to get all the way back to you. You need to rotate. You need to go off that man on the weak side wing and go to that man that's on the strong side wing and force them to keep rotating until everybody could recover. That's just, again, that's also bad coaching. That's another thing that, Lamont has poked out that, to be honest with you, JJ's not really doing a good job.
He did good early in the season last year, but once he got to the playoffs, I don't know what that was. And they started off well. They started off pretty good, but then again, that's the first part of the season, and when the games matter, the last 20 games, he's just been getting outcoached repeatedly, and he's not making the right. Um, he's not giving them the right game plan. He's not making the right adjustments he needs to make. I don't know what's going on with JJ.
He's not. He's
Maybe
trying
he
too
wasn't
much.
ready.
He's trying too much. That's what it really is. He's trying too much. He's
I
trying to
mean,
do
he
too
be
much.
having some good out of bounds plays, or when they need a shot. I mean, he could draw up some pretty good plays, just like Ty Lue
Really good
used to. But
offensive play.
then again, man,
I think the call needs to be made that somebody else needs to play point guard.
And that play he drew up
we
for
all
Reeves, I thought that was weird. That was kind of a weird play, even though it was kind of executed. He just didn't hit it. But I thought that was a weird play. What game was that against? That was against.
Are you talking about versus the Suns when they cross court 3-pointer?
Yeah, the cross court 3-pointer. Yeah.
I mean, they
So
only had 9
which
seconds.
game?
I
Which
mean,
game?
0.9 seconds. So,
Yeah, no, it was point. Which game? Which game was the one LeBron got this? Had got the crazy hot potato pass from
oh,
Luca.
that was the game before versus the Magics.
Yeah, that was the Magic game.
That was another one. Okay, so wait a minute. So I think I got the games confusing. What the Lakers lost by 3 versus how much did they lose by the Suns?
3.
What was the
I
score
think it
again?
was just one. There's just one, right?
3. No, it was 3. They lost on. It was
It
a
was
tie
3.
game.
Oh, it was a
They
tie
Okay,
lost.
game.
so it was a tied game. Okay. Oh yeah, so yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's still
yeah,
the same
yeah.
thing. You still
Lakers
put your
needed
defensive
a
lineup
3.
out there. Yeah.
Lakers
Okay.
needed a 3.
So no, it was
So when
against
you,
Orlando. They were up, and Orlando I think hit a 3-pointer.
because that situation at the end
I
of the
mean,
game,
they was winning both games. They should have won both games easily, but
yeah, they should have won both though.
That don't make no sense. Yeah, in the fourth quarter, let me go look at it again because I remember the Lakers, but led them to get to that last shot. Okay, that's what it was. It was LeBron got a dunk and took the lead, and then Banchero missed a shot, and then they got a free layup with Carter. The Lakers call a timeout. LeBron misses the 3-pointer, and that ended the game right there. Okay.
They ain't got
So
no
again, they go
scoring.
again. So the Lakers have a timeout, and you need a possession stop. And instead of, I guarantee you, Luca Dončić was on that floor for this offensive rebound and this play for Banchero.
I mean, of course, they're always on the floor.
You can't, man. You have to have your defensive lineup. You got to have a lineup that you just bring on the floor to be there for you to shut down defensive. That's it.
I don't know if he's trying to please the egos, but I mean, it's
That's
supposed to be a
exactly what
team
it
game.
is.
So it's supposed to be
That's
a team
exactly
game,
what
and
it
they
is.
know that the best way for the team to win is they could do offense, defense.
Lakers led 38 minutes of that ball game. Lord have mercy.
I mean, that's both games. They led majority of the game in both. But when you know the last 2 minutes and you know you need a basket, you know what to do.
No. I see. What's it called? Travis was trying to get in the background, but he got to connect to his devices. And he can come up. But yeah, I mean, again, I think again the Lakers, if they could just learn to get again, they have to. For one, Luca has to play off the ball more and let LeBron sometimes get them into their offense, and Luca has to hit his catch and shoot shots. LeBron James as well, Austin Reaves as well. But I think they're taking it slow with Austin Reaves. I don't think they want to force him to do too much since his calf injury, but that's really it. And then from
I
there,
mean,
those guys had to hit their 3-pointers, man. Those guys got to hit their 3-pointers, and it's too late now. You lost you lost Deandre Ayton. You got to use Jackson Hayes more. That's it.
Because he don't want to be Capella.
you need to stop playing like him there.
No,
He's been
actually, I
missing
prefer him.
every easy
I,
basket possible.
I prefer him
So,
playing like him right now. Play like
I mean, yeah, probably he just don't want to just be the guy who catch oops, which that's all he's good for. At least Clint Capella got rebounds.
He has bad hands. He's not good at catching the ball.
the problem the problem with him is he was the number one pick in that draft.
Let's
That's
give
the problem.
let's give our number one favorite Zesty, who loves spending money on a Sunday afternoon with us, get his little take on. They was playing better before LeBron James returned. Okay, that's how you think. That's fine. Thank you for your opinion. Much appreciated. Much obliged. Nobody cares. Hey, look who's in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Travis, not
That's
AKA
right.
Jaylen, the real T Perfect.
How's it going, gents?
What's up? What's up?
We doing good, man.
It's
You know we
good.
always doing better than most Zesty
Of
Jeffries are doing, so
course.
we definitely good, man. We chilling, man. They upset.
Absolutely.
They upset that we're not mad that the Lakers suck.
I mean, they're the
We'll be
sixth seed,
calling it
so
all
right?
season.
Anything possible.
That sucks. Being the 6th seed, it sucks. The Heat are like the 6th or 7th seed. That sucks.
Dude, I
I
mean,
don't know
The
why you
Heat are
keep
8th.
bringing the Heat up all
Why
the
do you
time.
keep bringing up the Heat? They're bad.
Like the Lakers. Hello.
They're not that bad. The Heat have no chance.
The Lakers have no chance.
I mean, the Heat definitely got no chance.
The Lakers have no chance. Both of our teams. That's why. I mean, come on now. Come on. I mean, I can clearly see why Chicago Bulls not being mentioned. They like what 11-game losing streak.
Let's forget that Chicago Bulls is in the NBA right now. Let's not even talk about them.
Shout out to
I'll
my
see it
boy
every
2
year.
Cents, man. Shout out to 2 Cents, man. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel.
LeBron James.
Yeah.
LeBron James.
Shout out to you, man. Thank you for
Yeah.
becoming a member. Again,
Thanks, 2 Cent.
Yeah, man. Listen, hit us up at goatjameskingdom@gmail.com or goatjameskingdomshow@gmail.com. We discuss your perks and everything that goes along with it. We appreciate your support, man. We're here having fun talking basketball on a Sunday afternoon. And again, man, like I said, man, the Lakers suck. The Bulls suck. I think we got a better chance. We in the East. No?
No.
Oh my
Mhm.
God.
We're gonna have to ban Miami talk pretty soon. They don't even have anybody.
I think Pistons.
They gotta have no better team that
Wait a
going on.
minute.
The only
Hey,
thing we
Brian.
want to see on the Heat is when that dude's girlfriend show up.
Brandon, he said Miami was the 6th seed. They're the 8th seed. Stop lying. Okay? You were trying to help them. They're the 8th seed.
I'm surprised they that high.
If they play Detroit right now, sweet.
At least the
Detroit-
Lakers probably won't get swept.
Detroit made a.
That's why we got to play Chicago, so at least we could win one playing game, and we be good.
You're not playing Chicago this year.
Now, man,
I don't think Chicago makes the play in, right?
Chicago.
Is Chicago? Where's Chicago at? I don't know. I don't watch it. I haven't paid attention to them this year.
You know something?
They're
I don't.
10,
I'm
11.
looking at the standings. I don't see the Bulls right now. So I mean, somebody else might have to tell you. I don't see them. So
They're right there. They're right there. They're in the playing team.
again, I don't.
Oh
see
no,
them.
they're
Yeah,
not.
okay.
They're not. They 12th. They're 12th. They're behind Milwaukee.
My glasses don't work at the 10. So I mean,
Yeah, they don't.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they're not in it. They're not in it. But I'm just saying, my Heat right now is only a game and a half behind. 2 games behind the 6th seed. That's
My Magic
fine.
aren't even in the playing yet.
No, they're not. The Magic are 7th seed. They're right ahead of the Heat. Only a half a
Really?
game ahead of the Heat.
I like
The only
the
thing he's starting
And that's
lineup.
because of the bum Lakers. Because the Lakers can't go out there and beat Orlando. That's what I'm saying.
Thanks, Lakers.
Who's the Heat starting lineup?
Huh?
Who's the Heat starting lineup?
It's Davion Mitchell. It's Norman Powell, Tyler Hero. Sometimes it's Bam and Khalil Ware, but Khalil Ware is kind of like in the doghouse. So they put in Andrew Wiggins and Bam. But sometimes
That's not a bad starting five.
Yeah, no,
No.
but it's really supposed to be Hero. It's really supposed to be Hero, Powell, Wiggins, Bam, and Ware. That's really the best lineup we can throw out there. We can do that. But again,
That's actually not a bad lineup. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah. And then we
I ain't
got
gonna lie,
we
that's
got the
not a bad lineup.
We got the Mexican Yao Ming that come off the bench. Then we got Davion Mitchell who can come off the bench. Then we got Pella Larcy who come off the bench. Larson, he comes off the bench. He be balling too.
I haven't heard a lot of these players.
Yeah, man, the Heat be balling. And I don't know what happened with Jovic, man. We gave him that money and he just disappeared on us. Oh, then we got Fontecchio. Don't forget about Fontecchio. Simone Fontecchio be balling.
You name a lot of players I never even heard of.
Drew Smith be balling too. Drew Smith be stepping up to the plate sometimes too as well. But again, the key factor is making sure we have Bam and Ware on the floor. But that's our lineup, bro. And then Jaime Jaquez come off the bench be balling. He's going to win 6th man of the year.
Who's that? Jaime Haka.
He's the Mexican Yao Ming. That's what he is.
Jaime
The
Haka,
Mexican
okay.
Yao Ming.
So like Bam and get.
I need to start. Maybe I need to start paying more attention because I don't know these players you named.
No, stay on. Watch Phoenix games. Don't come worry about Miami Heat. Worry about the Suns, not the Heat. That's the Heat you should be worried about.
Why
the
worry
Suns.
about the Suns for?
Hey, that's where you at. That's where the games are. They're free and available for you to watch. Don't be coming to me and worry about what we
play,
doing.
he play. They ain't got nobody playing.
You're about to pass the Lakers.
They go. I mean, if
What happened to
I'm
Jaylen
Yaka,
Green?
I'll probably tune in. He's
Didn't Jaylen-
playing. He's
He
playing.
played. He hit a
He's
jump
been hurt,
shot.
but he played last game.
Yeah, right. But he hit a game winner recently, didn't it? I could have sworn he hit a game winner. I could have
I
sworn
think he
hit a
did
game
hit a
winner.
game winner. I
think
can't
he did,
remember
man.
who.
But I mean,
He's a pretty good player.
I like
but
Jaylen
He's
Green.
efficient at the moment. He's
Let's
young
get-
and efficient at the moment, but
And Miss Cougar just broke up, so he should be doing better.
oh, they broke up. That's it.
They
I
did?
left him.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Oh man, this is not.
well, that
see what I'm
sucks.
saying?
Well,
That
he
hurts.
should have known that anyway.
Her and her son, son same age as her boyfriend. So
Drama. That's drama in the NBA for you,
Well,
man. But we
They
got.
had
We
a
got.
baby, so she's taken care of.
Damn, that's, oh yeah, what's his name was just saying that. Iman Shumpert was just saying that they gave it to the boys. But we got Travis here, so we can get Travis's take on the Lakers. We were talking the Lakers' offensive struggles. Obviously, they're not that great at 3-point shooting. They're middle of the pack in scoring.
Not
So,
good, that
but they
either.
have LeBron, Luca, and Reeves. Is there any hope for the Lakers?
Well, I mean, yeah. Look at the. I mean, it's really just the beginning of the season, right, where everyone is, or where everyone was healthy, right, and like we saw kind of the end of last year, where, but especially like if Reeves can get back to the way, if everyone can stay healthy, right. Reeves was missing games, everyone was missing game. Braun was. I think they're healthy now. I think they're too good. They're too good on paper to lose 3-4 in a row at home and like these close games. I think they'll be okay. I mean, I really don't think they're gonna get any higher than like the third or fourth seed this year because I mean, the top of the West is just too good. But I think that they're better than what they have been playing. Their defense is really. I mean, you talk about middle of the pack. They're 20th, like a defense rating right now, but I think they'll be a little bit better. Like you guys were saying, I think that JJ Redick has just really been abysmal with his rotations this year. I haven't. Here's the thing: I haven't watched every Laker game this year. To be honest, I maybe watched like 10 or 12. I've watched like the last 4 almost all the way, but I don't know. I think they'll bounce back. Obviously, LeBron, I think he's a stabilizing force there, and as long as everyone's healthy, I think that. Like they'll by their presence alone. Like, and obviously Luca's there. If he's healthy, those two guys will right the ship at least, and like they'll finish probably maybe 5, 6, 4. Maybe it's a pretty tight Western Conference.
yeah, because the crazy part, they only 2 games back from third.
Yeah, exactly. Just win some close home games. Come on. Also, shout out to the chat. A lot of familiar faces. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, man. And you know what? We helped y'all. We beat Houston for y'all last night. So I don't know why y'all be hating on my Heat. We be doing y'all some help and some, we gonna help y'all, man. We just,
Durant's melting down. It's about that time of year.
Oh man, he went. Tyler Hero went in on him, cussed him out and everything. Tyler Hero was like, man, I ain't got to finish it.
Soft as baby.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But they asked me the other day who I think is gonna win the NBA title, and I told them I don't know who's gonna win it. But in the East, I do have the Knicks and the Cleveland Cavaliers as the favorite. And in the West, I don't know who's gonna win the West, man. The West is really up in the air. So the Lakers have a chance because I really don't know who can win the West.
I'll be the
I think
Spurs.
Minnesota coming out the West.
Spurs. I got the Spurs.
I got
Who
Minnesota.
you got Travis.
Spurs is such a good pick, man. It's a sexy pick right now, but I mean, I'm still gonna go with OKC. I know that they were getting handled by the Spurs. I just think that they're too battle tested at this point. I think if they're healthy, they'll come out. But it could be anyone. I think Spurs though is a safe bet because the Nuggets can't stay healthy. But I do have the Pistons winning it all. They look amazing. Their heads up against the Knicks. They know how to handle them. But I think they're gonna win. But out of the West, I think it's gonna be the Thunder still.
Hey, they didn't look good versus Spurs.
No. But can Wemby stay healthy the rest of the way and in the playoffs?
They play well without Wemby as well. That's the issue.
Well. That's true. Yeah.
They play they're so hard. They play. I mean, them guys, the way they play, their whole team. I'm a big fan.
K might win MVP. K might win MVP by accident.
K should win MVP, but I don't know if they're going to give it to him. There's no reason that K should not be MVP. He's the most valuable player in the league.
I'm saying
It's not even.
the 65 game rule might actually help him because Joke only got one more game to miss, and Shea only got
Man,
5 more
Shea been
games to
out for a
miss,
while.
and they'll be
But
ineligible.
yeah,
Even if they did play all the games they needed, K should be MVP.
Yeah,
I was thinking
somebody
that
has.
too. I was thinking that too. If y'all counting the game, so he played 66, but Cade played 78. How does you know what I'm trying to say? It's because you was eligible. If y'all really making the games playing matter, then guess what? If he missed 15 more games than Cade, how is he? You know what I'm saying? Like since y'all making it matter so much.
I just want to say only one person on here had K in their top 10 at the beginning of the season. I don't know who it was, but I just know it was one person
was
who
it
had it.
Johnny?
I
I
mean,
don't. Nah,
I
I
think
don't
we need to
remember that
go
shit.
and review the tape. I don't
Nah,
remember
I don't
that.
remember that.
Nope,
Yep, I
nope,
don't
nope.
remember that.
You're not getting that, John. You're not getting. I
Yeah,
don't
I don't
believe you.
Okay,
remember that. I
hey,
don't
All the
remember
hey,
stuff
that.
you're saying.
hey,
You only
guess
said
what?
one thing that was correct in the last month, and that was about the
Hey,
food in
guess
Chicago.
what?
That's
I
about
can
all.
prove it.
That was
Don't
a
worry
giant
about it.
lie about the
I can
pineapples
prove
and
it.
oranges.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna prove it. Don't worry about it.
Right, it's all recorded, right, King John? It's always recorded, right?
It's all of it. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
Oh
Bringing that
Lord,
crap.
Anyone. This
why you
is a
bringing up
great
old
show.
shit? You just bringing up old shit like that was in
Hey, I
2025. We talking about
That was like
2026.
8 months ago. Like in September. I care about that.
hey, I saw it. I saw it. I mean, I pay attention. I mean,
You pay attention. No, but again, I do like what Detroit is doing, but I do think that is the playoffs are a different animal, so we got to see how they're
Yeah,
gonna
I don't
respond.
think I don't know. They could make the finals, but I don't have them winning at all. But
Yeah.
man, if K don't get MVP, like it's not even the most valuable award anymore. It's not the best player, it's the most valuable. He's the most valuable current player right now.
Oh, look who's in the building! Shout out to Travis. Hey, Travis.
LeBron
They say
James,
you and
LeBron
Jaylen got to
James,
be on the same
LeBron
live together
James,
for us
LeBron James,
to actually end the mystery. We have to end the mystery
Who's
between you
Jaylen?
and this guy on TikTok named Jaylen. That's on TikTok that you and him sound identical.
So Travis been
Identical.
on TikTok
Ooh.
with a new name.
Yeah, his
Got a
name is
doppelganger on
Jaylen
here?
though. And listen, when he first popped up, people were in the comments like, "Yo, that's Travis." People were like, and he gets mad. He's like, "Yo, why everybody keep calling me Travis?" What is that?
Travis famous around here.
All we see is LeBron shoes, sir. We don't see nothing else, sir. That's all we see is LeBron shoes. You got to end your green screen. That is
I
I
think
damn I did make that picture. I did make that graph. He did have Kate Cunningham in there somewhere. Number 10.
yeah, I just want to say I was the only person.
But who was the only one who had Jaylen Brown in there though?
You right. You cooked on that one. I like that. I like
who's the only one who had Ja in there?
you.
Ja Morant, no, I didn't have Ja Morant, not this year.
No, Brandon had y'all there.
He did have Ja Morant in there. He had Anthony Davis too.
Oh,
Remember, he had
I
Anthony Davis, and he had Anthony Davis in there. He did have Anthony.
Where do you guys think AD's going to end up? Do you think he's going to stay in? Where do you go to? Philly? No, not Philly. Where do you go to?
No, he went to Washington.
Oh,
He's staying in Washington.
He went to
staying in
Washington,
Washington.
but I think they what's it called him? I think they
He gonna sign an extension.
they said his season's over with. Like they the end of this season. He's not playing this year. He's done. Like he's not.
No, he's
gonna
not
play.
playing this year.
Yeah, he's not gonna play this year.
I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna have another season again. That's full strength. He's
I mean, why
getting
would
to the end of his
you
career
at this
too
point?
early.
Well,
He's getting to the end of
again,
his career too early.
Again, he definitely got knocked out of my top 10 because he had a horrible season this year and last year. Can't really, you can't
His
get
season
on my
wasn't bad
list.
last year. His season wasn't bad last year. He ended the season with a 40-point game, and plus when he was with the Lakers, they was like the best team in the league.
No, I'm talking about Trey Young. I'm talking about Trey Young.
Oh, talk about Trey. Oh, okay, yeah, Trey. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm talking about Trey.
yeah.
No.
Trey hasn't. Yeah, Trey hasn't performed up to his expectation. You know.
He's not playing the rest of the season, and I think he gonna come back 20-10 next year.
What do you guys think of the whole talk that Luca's no longer a top 5 player in the league?
I mean, he's not playing like one.
Like just give him the game.
He still lead the league in scoring, right?
He is.
Uh-oh.
He's
No,
averaging 30
I
and
mean,
a half still.
there's more eyes on him. He playing for the Lakers. People gonna get to really see who he is. He plays
That's
for
what
the
I
Lakers.
said. That's what I say. That he's the only reason people are doing this because they really never watched Dallas play, and when they did, he was balling in the playoffs. So you thought that was Luca all the
No,
time.
because he was playing the Clippers. When he played the Clippers, you just see something else. He see red, and he just killed the Clippers. So
Clippers and the Suns. Booker
yes,
and Paul
yes,
George. Those two get under his skin, so he destroys them.
yes.
He
When he
does.
see the
He
Clippers
does. He
and the
does.
Suns, he just
He
But
does.
but just like last year, I told you that they're not going too far with Luca because he doesn't play any defense. And it's continued to be the same narrative. They're not going far because he doesn't play any defense. And he's not a true point guard.
well, Byron Scott said he
LeBron
can't
needs to
wait.
play point guard.
Byron Scott said he can't wait till LeBron leaves.
I mean, we just can't listen to everybody. Like Byron Scott, what gives you the room to talk about a Mount Rushmore player?
Just so you know, only time people have ever paid attention to his podcast is when he brought up LeBron James' name.
That is kind of sad though. That he said it the way he said it. Like, yeah, like I'm done with it too. Like, and I don't know what you done with. I don't know what you upset about. I don't know what it is about the organization. Again, that's why I say I can't wait for him to leave. To be honest with you, I really can't. So they can't
Me
blame
too.
him no
Like,
more.
When he became the coach of Cleveland, LeBron left.
Is LeBron going back to Cleveland next year?
He should. He
I
should.
don't know where LeBron don't know where he's going, but I'm
No, I
so
think
tired of
LeBron.
these Laker fans
Retire?
disrespecting LeBron. Like, they're so damn ungrateful. They're just
And
so damn ungrateful. Like
he
what?
became the
What
second
you
most in
are?
3-pointers. He became the second most in history in 3-pointers. Byron
Like
Kobe.
what? What do they really want? Like, who do they really thought they were going to get over LeBron? Like, who do you want?
Just
Kobe.
remember, before
Kobe's
LeBron
not
came,
playing no more.
nobody was coming to the
I'm,
Lakers.
I'm I'm just saying, like, who do they think they were? Do they want other than LeBron James? Who is it? You just don't want to be competitive.
Without LeBron, they don't have Luca. So
No Anthony Davis either.
no.
No Austin Reaves development either. Like, what do they want?
But
Become better
you know the
defenders.
problem with LeBron. The problem with LeBron is the whole Kobe Bryant thing. Um,
But without
They
LeBron,
would
you're not
they
relevant.
they know they would rather the Lakers be irrelevant so Kobe is relevant than the Lakers to be relevant because of LeBron. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
I literally really want to know who do they want? Do they want Kevin Durant to go there for 2 years and force a trade?
they don't
Who are
want
they gonna
Kevin
get?
Durant either.
Like,
Who
who
they gonna
else is
get?
it? James
Basically,
Harden for a year?
I mean, the Lakers are
Luca.
like the Miami Heat. They can't get nobody unless LeBron go there.
Damn, why we taking shots at my team for, man? Lord have
I
Because
had
mercy.
the
someone
Heat
ask
hurt
me the
y'all.
other day if LeBron or his stint in LA has been a success, and someone wanted to debate that, and I was like, it has, right? Like objectively, there's some you get there and like you turn around a franchise that was tanking for the last 7 years or whatever in it, like without they were just bad, right? You turn them into a championship team. You're making the playoffs every year. You're increasing your win total, and their argument was basically no, it sucked because they didn't win. Like LeBron's like, oh right, okay, well they didn't win 5-6 titles. I'm like that's the dumbest argument I've ever heard. So I mean, that's the level of hate that I've seen like in some of these circles. But they just want to discredit. But Lakers obviously no one's expecting to win the title every year. But you got to give
Kobe,
credit where credit's due.
Kobe
All right.
last season, the Lakers won 17 games.
Hmm.